Aquarians. I'm going to do a reading for you. Cards already come out. And the reading is going to be called What is causing your blockages? What is holding you back in life? Yeah. Do a quick reading. I might do a part 1 and part 2. Something turned over. Let's do 3 of each deck. 10 of wands at the bottom of this one. Okay, let's do 3 here. 3 cards on this deck. Oh, that's too many. That's too many. What's holding back? Aquarius. Oh, we've got 3. We've got 4 in this one here. I'm going to keep it. Maybe it's 2 for those. Maybe it's 2 for those. Sorry that the camera angle isn't quite. Let's put that like that then. For now. What other deck should I use? Oh, I've lost my Kipper deck. Oh, maybe I'm not supposed to use the Kipper deck. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm wasting time. I'm not going to use Kipper. I think I'll... 3 cards from this deck, please. What is holding back Aquarius? Card turned over. One more card. What is holding back Aquarius? And let me use this deck. 3 cards from this deck, please. Card turned over. Hung up. 2, 1, 2. Oh, that's it. Okay. Okay, let's read through that. So 3 minutes have already been gone already. So Aquarius, the first card we've got here, let's look at these 3. You've got the 5 of Earth, which is the 5 of Pentacles, right? Oh, you've got 2 5s. Interesting. The 5 of Cups and the 9 of Earth, which is the 9 of Pentacles. What's holding you back? The 5 of Earth is the 5 of Pentacles, and this is usually, I'm thinking of the Rider-Waite deck, the people walking outside the church. So this is finances. What could be holding you back? And it's not so much that you've got no money, it's your mindset around money. Your mindset around money could be this way because of the way in which you were raised, the lifestyle you grew up in. This might have been a household where things might have been frugal, in that you didn't necessarily go without, but there wasn't an oversupply of things. Or there was like penny pinching, you know, having to make ends meet, difficulties in making ends meet, worry and scarcity mindset around money. I'm just going to have a look closer at this card to see if I can see anything. when I look at this card, I can see there's a bird there. I don't know if you can see there's a little bird there. And I don't know why I got from this card where somebody would be thinking and wishing for things to be better, something to be hopeful, to fly away from the situation. This might have been something to do with childhood, where you would maybe look at the birds and envy the fact the birds can move anywhere. They don't have to stay in one place. They can just move on. When the weather's not good here, they can move to a warmer climate. They had that freedom to move around, whereas money might have been something that caused you to have to stay in one place. Or it might have been the opposite for some people. It might have been that you were very much like a bird, very free, and that you had to move around a lot, and there wasn't no stability before in life, in your earlier life. The Five of Pentacles in this deck it's a woman in the woods. There might be something around the mother figure here. You see this bit here? This bit looks like a brain. The inside of a brain. I don't know why. I do know why. It looks like a brain. Or it looks like a synapse. It looks like a synapse. So I don't know whether, for some people, were there any in life, anybody around that had drug addictions or mood swings, issues with mood and behaviour. But anyway, you got 2 5s. This might have been behaviour that you could have had, very choppy changing of moods, or the environment that you grew up in was kind of fraught with moods being not quite stable. You've got the 5 of Cups here. I wonder what it is for 2 5s. Hold on just a sec. With the 5 of Cups next to the 5 of... I'm just trying to spin this around in my mind. So this is like pity, self-pity, feeling like things were delusional. This is when you look back on life, for some of you might have had a very good life, but for some there may have been some things that you feel sorry for yourself about in your past. Or there's a level of self-pity. So we're looking at the things that are holding you back. Even though I'm not quite sure what this thing represents. It kind of looks like a mermaid. But she's in the sea. She's in her environment, which is in the sea. We'll come back to that one. But you've got 2 5s. I'll come back and look at what 2 5s is, because I don't want the reading to be too long. You've got the 9 of Earth, which is the 9 of Pentacles. So it's very strange, because in the beginning you started off with the 5 of Earth, of not having any, scarcity mindset, to actually becoming quite self-sufficient here with the 9 of Pentacles here, the 9 of Earth. But what I get from this is that she's got all these pentacles around her, yet she's holding on to this one thing. One thing. Thank you. It's coming together now. She's holding on to this one thing here. This flower. It's almost like a flower of hope. This might be something that you've got all this stability around you, but yet you're holding on to this one thing. This might be from the past. It's like you're almost holding on to a branch from the past. You're holding on to a branch from the past where there was no money, even though you are self-sufficient now. But there's something you hold on to. At least plant the flower, let it grow. Holding on to this. Let's move on here. In the next row here, we've got the crossroads. Okay, let's move on to the next row. What's holding back Aquarius? We've got the crossroads. We've got the heart. We've got the snake. And we've got the dog. At the moment, or this might have been something that's been happening to you for a few times across your lifetime, depending on how old you are. But for some of you, you may always find yourself at kind of a crossroads where you don't know quite what to do next. This might be, it came underneath here, not so much hesitation, it's come underneath the Five of Pentacles where the scarcity was. And because you're coming from a scarcity mindset thinking, when you get to these crossroads, you feel that you don't have the tools in order to move yourself forward. When you do, you know you do. But why is it you keep getting yourself into these crossroads situations? Because that's life. We all go into crossroads at some point in our lives. This is already 11 minutes in. Thank you if you're still listening to this reading. We've got the heart here. So the crossroads, to me, what is holding you back is from this scarcity, it impacts on your decision making. It impacts on matters of the heart. Because at the center, it's in the center of the reading. So this is the past that's affecting the center here of your life. The heart center. Everything springs from the heart. Everything springs from the heart. And I've liked this picture because it's got like there's a window to the soul. Here. What's the other card? We've also got the snake here. Next to the heart. And for some of you, this may have been as a result of having this type of energy and frequency around you of scarcity mindset, lacking, impact on the choices and decisions you make. You may have come across people that have not been very trustworthy, and this is going into present, into the future as well. So be mindful that your way of thinking is going to could attract people with undesirable motives. So be careful of that. It can also be that it's kind of sitting with the Nine of Pentacles. So it can also interpret as intelligence. So this is somebody that's self-made. And they're intelligent people. But make sure that you use your intelligence in a not so much productive, not moralistic. There's a word that I want to use, but I can't think of it right now. Make sure it's a good thing that you're doing with your intelligence and you're not being deceptive with what you know. Try not to gain your wealth through deceptive means. Or that's what some of you might have been doing. Some of you might the line of work that you've gone into is quite shady in some way because of the background that you've come from. And we've got the friendship here, the dog, sorry, which is friendship, allies, loyalty, trustworthy, support and obedience. I think this is about you need to be your own kind of, before you even think about friendships with other people, you need to be your own good best friend. Because if you don't love yourself and be your own best friend first, this will hold you back. This is what could be holding you back. Okay, I don't want to make the reading too long. If you're still here, thank you. Subscribe. We've got the gossip card here. Instinct and growth. What is holding you back? So, in the past, there might have been 3 significant women or 3 significant people that were in your past. There might have been one person who was quite envious because she's wearing the green hair. But either way, this is people talking, and people, this could have been people in the neighborhood who used to talk about the fact that you guys, your family, or never had much, or the way in which your house, how your house looked, or there were just people that were talking about your situation. These could have been people that were quite close to you, or people you might have trusted, and as a result, this could have either made you very instinctive, in that you are able to suss out people that have got 3 faces, 2 faces, people that are not really for you, or it might have negatively impacted on your instinct, in that you were too trustworthy. You thought people, you didn't really understand human nature in a way, and this impacted on your heart, the love of yourself and the love towards others. We've got the growth card here. For some of you, there might be some, I think this is a hospital. Hold on. Does that say emergency room? That says emergency room. I think this is a hospital. It's got growth here. They've got the weeds growing. Again, this looks like brain veins. Some of you may have some kind of growth. It doesn't have to necessarily be anything sinister. This could be allergies to things. And these things have been holding you back as well. We've got here the wheat. So this could be a gluten intolerance maybe. You might not even be aware of the fact that you might have a gluten intolerance. This is going into the future. I think what's happened in the past with regards to the gossiping, the crossroad situations, the lack of ability to move past the fact that at one point there might have been a scarcity mindset. Even though you might have accomplished quite a lot in life, you get to these sticking points because you're still holding on to something from the past. Again, you've got this plant here, this flower, and you've got these growth things here. It's like you've allowed this mindset, this energy to grow, and it's not good. With the dog here in Lenormand, this is not a Lenormand deck, or kind of. Yes, it's Lenormand, it's this deck here. The dog can also symbolize siblings. The dog can also symbolize siblings. So this might be something to do with siblings as well here. Something taking root. Anyway, we're going to move on from there. This is what's holding This is what is holding Aquarius back. So we've got graduation day. This is in the past. We're already 20 minutes in. I'm going to wrap this up. Leveling up, lessons learned, acquired wisdom. What is this one? Hung up. Fixated, obsessive attachment, focusing in. You know what I'm going to do? Let me end the reading here. I'm going to do a separate reading for these cards, okay?